Okay, we're looking at question 35 of the Math 2014 JAMB exam, and we're asked to calculate the midpoint of a line segment, and we're given the equation as y minus 4x plus 3, and we're trying to find the line segment between the x and the y-axis. So I'm the one who drew this diagram here, and if you are unable to draw a diagram similar to this, you might have some trouble solving this problem because you need to understand what you're being asked. You need to find the midpoint of the segment between here and here, where it crosses the x and the y-axis. I happen to know that any straight line with a negative slope would tilt in the direction that I've drawn here, although this is not an exact drawing. So the only problem we have now is we've been told that we need to find the midpoint between 2 points where I've drawn these yellow lines, but we haven't been given those exact points. But as you're about to see, it's quite easy to find out the point of a line when you know something about where it is on the graph. So for example, if we want to find out the point when it crosses the x-axis, well, what do we know about the x-axis? Well, the x-axis is the place where y is equal to 0. So based on that, if we plug in 0 wherever we had y for the equation, then we will be able to figure out what x is. So 0 minus 4x is plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, minus 4x is equal to minus 3, and x is equal to 3 over 4. Similarly, if we want to find a point where the line crosses the y-axis, we're going to set x is equal to 0. As you can see, the y-axis is the point where x is equal to 0. So now, setting x is equal to 0, we get y minus 0 plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, y is equal to minus 3. So, what have we learned? We have learned that when y is equal to 0, that x is equal to 3 over 4. So you would write that as follows. This is a point. We have also learned that when x is equal to 0, that y is equal to minus 3. Now we have 2 points, and we're being asked to find the midpoint of those 2 points. And that only requires that we use the midpoint formula. So the midpoint formula is calculated by saying x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 divided by 2, and that's the point. So for us, we get 3 over 4 plus 0 over 2, comma, 0 minus 3 over 2. And the result we get is 3 over 8, comma, minus 3 over 2.